In the last episode, we learned how to connect to the database using PDO, and in this lesson, you're going to learn how to query the database using PDO. So what we did in the previous episode was we created a basic DBH class, which had a database connection inside of it using PDO. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to create a second class called user, because inside my database, I have a users table that has 2 users inside of it. And what I want to do here is I just want to select the data from inside the database and spit it out inside our website. Now, inserting and updating the database works the exact same way as selecting. So we're not going to get into all the different ways we can query the database. You should know that by now. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go inside my index page and I'm going to include a second document. So I'm just going to copy paste. And the second document, which is going to be the bottom link, is going to be called user.inc.php. Now, according to the MVC model, which we talked about in the previous episodes, we have a user.inc.php, which is a class that handles all the connections to the database. And then we have a second class called viewUser that takes care of actually showing the data to the user inside the website. Now, just for the sake of this episode, I'm just going to do both of them inside the user class. So don't get confused by the fact that I'm getting data inside the user class and also showing the data inside the user class. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save this. And then I'm going to create a new object of the user class, which we haven't created yet, but we will in just a second. So I'm going to say we have an object that is equal to new user. And then we're going to go ahead and run another method once we do actually create the user class called getAllUsers. Again, we haven't created these yet, but we will in just a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and create a new document. I'm going to go ahead and save it inside my includes folder. I'm going to save it as user.inc.php. Then we want to open up the PHP tags, so we can actually write PHP code in here. And then I want to create the user class. So I'm going to say class called user that extends to our DBH class, because we need to actually connect to the database. So we need to extend to the database class that has the connection in it. DBH with a big D, curly brackets. And then inside the class here, we can go ahead and add the methods that we need to use in order to get the users and actually show it inside the database. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a public function or public method called getAllUsers, which is the one we referred to inside the index page. So now what we need to do is we need to actually connect to the database and get the data that we want to get, which in this case is going to be the information on the users inside my database. Now, there's 2 ways we can do this. The first way is if we don't have any kind of variables that we need to insert inside our query, meaning that if we want to select all from users where user ID is equal to something that the user provided inside the website, then we need to do it in a different way than if we were to have no variables inside the connection. Now, you don't have to, but it's much faster to do it this first way I'm going to show you if you don't have any variables. Okay, so the first way is by creating a variable called stmt, which stands for statement, which is going to be equal to, and then I'm going to point to this connect method, which we have inside our database connection. If you go back inside the database class, you can see we have the method right here where we connect to our database using PDO. So I'm going to point to that specific method. And then I want to say we have a query method, like so, semicolon. And inside the query, we're going to insert the statement that we want to actually query inside the database. So in this case here, I'm going to say we have a select statement. I want to select all from users, which is my user table inside the database. Then underneath here, we can just simply create a while loop. And inside the parameter of the while loop, I'm just simply going to create $row, which is going to be set equal to the data we get from the query inside the database. So we're going to say variable stmt. Then we want to fetch or run the fetch method. And this is basically all we need to do. So inside the while loop, I can just simply echo or return some kind of data So if we were to say something like variable UID, which is the username, is going to be equal to $row, brackets. Then inside the brackets, we can say we want to get the UID column data. So, which in this case is going to be John, I'm pretty sure. Then underneath here, we want to actually return the variable UID. So we can actually get it when we do actually call in the method, like so. And then if I were to go back inside my index page, we need to make sure we do actually echo out the method called getAllUsers. So I'm going to say echo. And then if I were to go inside my website, refresh, you can see we get John. If we were to actually zoom in so you can see it. So this is how we can get data from inside a database using PDO. Now, if you do actually want to run a query that does require parameters, which in most cases, if you were to create something like a login system, you will need to have inside your query, then we're going to do it slightly different because we need to make sure we include prepared statements when we connect to the database. Otherwise, our connection is not going to be secure. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back inside my code and I'm going to go back inside my user class. Then I'm going to create a second method because I just want to create a new one with another example. I'm going to call this one public function. And I'm going to call this one something really long, something like get users with count check. Because what I also want to show you guys in this example here is how we can actually get how many results we got from inside the database. Now, there's a couple of ways we can get the amount of rows that we did actually get using our query. The most efficient way would actually be to do it directly inside our query statement, inside the select all from users where blah, blah, blah. But in this example, I'm going to show you guys how to do this using PHP code. So the first thing I'm going to do inside this method here is I'm going to create the two variables which are going to have the information that the user would actually have submitted to this method here in order to get some kind of data from the database, such as logging in. I'm doing this because it would be much too complicated to create an entire login system to test this out. So we're just going to create two variables here called, first of all, ID, which is going to be equal to 1, which is the first user I've inside my database. And then we're going to create a UID variable, which is going to be equal to John, because that is the name of the first user inside the database, or his username. Underneath here, we're going to actually create the actual query. So we're going to say we have a variable called statement, or stmt, which is equal to variable this, which points to a method that is either inside this class or inside a class that we extend to. So we're going to run the connect method from inside the dbh class. So we're going to point to connect, parentheses, and then afterwards we're not going to point to a query method. Instead, we're going to run a prepare method that we have inside object-oriented programming. And the prepare method is going to have the actual query inside of it. So we're going to say select all from users where ID is equal to question mark and UID is equal to question mark. And of course, we do need to wrap this inside quotes. Now the question marks right after the equal signs are going to be placeholders because we're using prepared statements. Again, if you guys don't know about prepared statements, I do have a tutorial that shows how to use prepared statements in my regular PHP course. Okay, so you can go back and watch that one if you're a little bit confused about prepared statements. Then underneath here, I'm going to take the data that we have up here called 1 and John and insert them instead of the placeholders inside the query here. And again, you should recognize this if you're familiar with prepared statements. So I'm going to say we have our statement that we have up here, and I'm going to run a execute method. And inside the parentheses, I'm going to say brackets, and then insert the data that we have up here. So I'm going to say we have an ID, comma, and then a UID, and paste it in. And what you're going to notice is that prepared statements inside PDO is a lot easier than using it with MySQLi, which is a good thing because we don't want to write too much code when we create applications. Now the next thing I want to show is how we can actually get the number of returned rows from inside our query. So what I'm going to do underneath here is I'm going to create an if statement. And inside the if condition, I'm going to say we have our statement and point to a method called row count, parentheses, which is going to count how many rows we return from inside the query. Now we don't actually need to check if it's greater than or equal to anything, because if you don't have any rows, then this is not going to return anything, which means that right now we're actually doing a boolean, which is a true or false statement. So if we had any kind of result, then it's going to go ahead and run the code from inside the curly brackets. Else, it's going to do something else, okay? Now I'm just going to go ahead and leave out the else, and instead we're going to go ahead and create a while loop, just like we did on the above method we created before. So we're going to say while something is true, curly brackets, then return $row, brackets, and then we want to return the UID of the user. And then inside the condition of the while loop, we're going to say we have $row, which is equal to the statement, and point to fetch. Like so. If we were to go back inside my index page and change from get all users to get users with count check, then I can actually go inside my website, refresh. So I did actually get an error message, and it seems that I did not spell execute correctly. So we need to change that. So we'll go back inside the code, inside users, and then go ahead and say execute, like so. And now we have John. And this is basically how we can get all the users from the database using prepared statements together with PDO, as well as check how many rows of data we got from the query. Now there is one thing that I accidentally skipped past, which is something that some of you may ask me about, which is the fact that inside the first method we created that simply got all the users from the database, I only had John output inside my browser. And I do actually inside my database have both a user called John and another one called Jane, and we didn't get both of them output inside the browser. Now the reason for that is that inside my getAllUsers method, I returned the user from inside the while loop. Instead, I would actually need to go in, delete the return, and instead of saying UID equal to, I would echo, then replace the method from inside the index page, and then you can see that we get both users. So the practical approach here would actually be to return an array of data instead of echoing out the users inside the while loop. Okay, so if you guys enjoyed, I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just want to say thank you for all the support you've given me on YouTube, and give out a huge thanks to the people on Patreon who supported me on Patreon on a monthly basis. And if you're new and you don't know about Patreon, you can go ahead and click on the link in the description of this video, and it'll take you to my Patreon where you can pay a small amount every month either to support me or to download the lesson material for my lessons here on the channel. So I hope you guys will take the time to go and check that out, and I hope to see you guys next time.